Hey YouTube, it's Lip Balm Queen here. Just want to get on here today and I wanted to do my monthly Pan That palette update. So I've come a long ways. I've actually made a lot more progress than I did last month, so I wanted to get on here and share it with you guys. So as you all know, if you've been following me on my panning journey, you do know that I'm panning the Urban Decay Vice 3 palette. It is kind of reflective, so I'm trying to like not totally blind you with the glare. So this is the palette that I am panning. And I'll try to turn it this way so you don't have to look at the actual mirror. But here is the progress I've made so far. And I will link the other video of last month, probably like in a cart above in the video so you can see it. But I've made some good progress because I have finished the color Alien. I completely finished it, and I've made some more progress, like a bigger dip in the color Sonic, and I've got a bigger dip in the color called Downfall. So I mean, it's a lot of progress. You know, like it doesn't look like much, but it's a lot of progress for me because you know, it's my first time doing this. But this one here, I've really made some progress. There's a lot more pan showing than there was. And then, of course, you got Alien here, and it still had a chunk of shadow in the corners and stuff, so I got that out. And so far, since I began this journey, I've used the color Truth completely up. I've used the color Undone completely up. I've hit pan on Downfall. I completely used up Bobby Dazzle. I've got more pan showing in Vanity. I've completely used up the color Alien. The color Last Sin, there wasn't much there when I first got the palette because I had got this was a used palette. So I did completely use that up. I made a good dip in Angel. Alchemy, I've actually got a lot of pan showing in it, and then the color Sonic, I've really made a big dent in, and there's pan showing. So that is my progress so far. So I'm excited for this, and I can't wait to see what progress I do next week, or not next week, next month. But I'm excited for this. So that's actually a really good palette. And I did, last month, I ended up adding in the Naked Urban Decay Basics palette to go with it because a lot of my lighter shades and stuff were gone. I had used them up out of that palette. So I've been using this up, and I do have a bigger dent in two of my shadows here. The color Foxy and the color WOS, I've got a lot of bigger dip in. I haven't hit pan on them, but there's a bigger dip. I wish y'all could see it a little bit. There is a bigger dip in these two. And then the Naked 2 I had already hit pan on, but I've got a lot more pan showing. So I've been using that, and I really do love this palette. This is one of my favorites that Urban Decay's done. It's just your normal basic colors. That's why it's called Naked Basics. It's just your basic colors that you could use on any day, anytime. You could use this to add with a palette like I'm doing here. When you use up all your colors that you normally go for in here, like your lighter shades or your transition shades, you definitely need to add one with a palette just to get through. So I'm excited for that. And then the powder that I have been using is the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I recently just got this from the drugstore, so I've been using it for about, I don't know, two or 3 weeks now, and you know, I've made a little bit of progress. At least the Rimmel outline of the indentation is gone now, so I have been using it, and I really do love this powder. And then for bronzer, I have been using my Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick in Radiant, and as you can tell, you know, it's terrible packaging because it's so dirty from where I use it all the time. But there is my Shimmer Brick I've been using. I use this as my bronzer, and if you can tell right there, I have got a big dent in that. Like, it's got a big dip in it. So I use it all the time. I use it every day, and I love it. I do want to swatch it so you can actually see the color. That's what it looks like, but watch. Look at that color that you get from that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? I love the way these colors look, and I do actually have a makeup wipe nearby so I can wipe swatches off. I do love this. It was only $7 at Ulta. It's such a good buy, and it lasts forever, as you can tell. I have been using this since I bought it last year. But I've been using it and putting it in my panning challenge because I use it every day anyway, so why not add it in my challenge, right? So I've cleaned it up a little bit so you can actually see it now, but I love this. $7 at Ulta is such an amazing, you can use it as a highlighter, you can use it as a bronzer. It's just amazing. I love it. So it was definitely worth my $7, and I use it every day. And then blush wise, I have like 3 different blushes going on right now because I was doing a challenge like pan from January. I was like panning items until Cinco de Mayo, which I still have a few days before Cinco de Mayo, so I'm pretty much adding them products in this as well, so I'll probably do a separate video maybe about that, but right now I'm just going to show you the products I've used. This is the pink, the peach pink Elizabeth Mott blush. I cannot get it right today, guys. But I completely used it up finally. I loved this blush. This was like my favorite blush. I loved it. This was just a sample I had got in my Ipsy bag, but I loved it. I used it completely up, so I'm very happy with that. And then the other blush I went to after I used that up was my Too Faced blush I got for my birthday last year. This is in Love Flush, or Love Hangover, I mean. So I will show you the progress I've made in that. Last month I had hit pan, like it was just a little bit of pan, but now I have like major pan showing, and there's not much product in there, so it'll go quick. So I do love this. This is a really awesome blush, and I love it just so much. And then this was the one that was in my Cinco de Mayo panning. But I haven't used it. I mean, I've used it, but not as much as I have the other 2 blushes. This is the Balm Hot Mama blush. And I love the packaging in this, but it's so hard to get in there with how little it is, so I might have to put it in a Z palette or something. But it's super cute, and it's very nice. It actually reminds me of the Elizabeth Mott blush because it's just that beautiful shade. So I am trying to use that up as well. So those are the 2 blushes that I have left that I'm using. And then I had got a sample in my first Sephora Play box, and this was the Josie Maran, I think is how you say it. This was a Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm, and I used this as a primer. That's what I was using it as, and I love this so much. I used it completely up, and that's what it looks like. Try not to blind you guys. And it was just your normal sample size, but I used it completely up. I loved it. So very happy with that product, but I did use it up, so I was excited for that. And then I used up my ColourPop shadow in a Super Shock shadow. I'm like tongue twisted today. This one was in Birthday Girl, and I used it completely up finally, so very happy for that. And time to throw this out. I'm excited though because it was starting to dry up really bad, so I'm glad it's done. And then last month I did use up the Pearless lip moisturizer. It's gone and done. I can't get that little bit out of the tip anymore. I've cut it and everything else, so I'm just letting it go. But it's done. I have completed it, and it was a good lip moisturizer. It worked well. Then I used up the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. I used it completely up. It was another sample I had gotten, like one of my Ipsy bags or something, but I used it completely up, so it's done. Glad for that. Then another item I used up was my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I have squeezed this, I have shook it, I've done everything I could possibly do, and this is done. And it's starting to dry out really bad inside, so I just let it go. It's done. I used it up. It is over. Okay, and then to my CoverGirl Old Sugar Lip Balm in Jelly. I have used the heck out of this, and let me wipe it off because I have got lipstick all over it. This is all that I have left. That's it. So I am almost, I've even got it on my hand. I'm almost completely done with it, guys, and I have enjoyed every minute of this lip balm. It has been so good. I love the color you get from it. It smells good. has like a fresh citrus scent, and it feels amazing on your lips. So I will definitely probably repurchase one of these. I don't know if it's not the jelly color, it might be a different one, but I want to use this one up first. So I'm very excited for this. This is a really nice lip balm. So if you're ever looking for a lip balm that's really like makes your lips feel super soft, and you also want like tint from it, this is definitely one that you would probably like. It's nice. I really love it. It doesn't stay on your lips long, but it's a lip balm, so it's amazing. I love it. So I'm using that, and I have been using my Wet n Wild Correct concealer that I had got from Dollar Tree. This part's pretty much empty, so I have about that much left, but I use this whenever I need concealer, and very excited for that. I've used that a lot. And foundation wise, I've just been using back to back, I've been using the Wet n Wild, trying to wipe the bottle off, it's got messy, Photo Focus foundation in Soft Beige is my color. And I can't tell where I'm at on this because you can't really see on this, but not unless I hold it to the light. No, I can't tell. But yeah, this is a really nice foundation. I switch off though. I use this one day, and then the next day I use the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous. I just switch them off and on, you know, something different. So those are the two that I've been using. And where's that other? Yeah, this was in my Cinco de Mayo use products up till Cinco de Mayo challenge. But this dried out on me. It's the Hikari liquid liner. I even took the tip out, flipped it over like you're supposed to do, and it's just not worth anything. This is the color Iris. I will be letting this one go after I do my challenge video because this is dried out and it does no good for me. It doesn't do what it's supposed to, and I'm just not a fan of it anymore, so I'm going to let that go. But I'll hold on to it till I do my other video. But yeah, this was a good when I first got it, but now it's all dried out and I'm just done with it. So the one that I've been using daily is the Ciate one. I got this in my Ipsy bag like a couple months ago, and I love this one. It is starting to dry out on me a little bit, but I love it, so I will use it till it's completely gone. But I love this one. I've even got the paint off of it because I've used it so much. It used to say Ciate on it, but not no more. So then I have a few more things I want to mention. Okay, so alright, and down to the brow pencil. This is an Ofra pencil I got in an Ipsy bag. I'm sure probably got it last year or something, so I wanted to use it up. This is just your universal brown liner. That is, I mean, brow definer. This is all that I have left of it. I do have a backup one that I have been using as well, so once this is gone, I'm throwing that out. So hopefully by next month I do a lot more progress on it. And I've been, for lip products, I have been using obviously my CoverGirl Jelly Old Sugar lip balm, but I also have been using my pH Matchmaker from Physician Formula. It's hard to tell where I'm at on this thing, because some of the lip balm itself, or the lip gloss, has went on the sides, so you can't really tell like where I'm at anymore. Like it's kind of on the sides right there. See, that's all lip gloss, and then on this side there's none, so it's just kind of like all on one side of the thing. So I still use it every day, but I am about ready to let that one go because I did purchase a backup of that, so I'm okay with you know, whenever it's gone. So then I have been using this too. This is the Beauty 360 Ultra Sheer Lip Oil. If you've never tried this, you definitely need to. I think it's like $4 or $5 at CVS, but just like right when you first go into CVS, where they have that little like display with all the different little like makeups and stuff like near the register. This is really awesome, and this leaves your lips feeling absolutely amazing. I'm not playing. I love it. The doe foot applicator is a little dirty because I've been like, you know, just applying over top of lipstick, but it's a doe foot applicator, and it doesn't have much of a scent at all, but it's just really nice and it feels so good on your lips. So this is definitely a good lip balm or lip oil to use. It's awesome. So I've been using that, and then another product here. I'm trying to keep it all together. I have been using for mascara, I have been using my Star Wars The Force Awakens Super Sizer CoverGirl mascara. Wow, that was a lot to say. And it's starting to dry out a little bit on me. I mean, it's probably got a little bit of life left back in it, but yeah, it's getting there. It's almost ready to go. This one, on the other hand, it's ready to go. I think maybe I can use it one more month, but you're not supposed to use mascara, you're supposed to change it every 3 months or something like that. It's on its last leg, so I'll probably finish using this up in May and then toss it at the end of my next update. But this is the Maybelline Rocket mascara. This is a really good mascara. Like, it really does give my lashes volume, and it makes my lashes look nice, but it's starting to dry out, like I said, so the performance is not as great as it used to be. So overall, I'm doing well on my palette. I've used up the the Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm, which I used as a primer. I used up the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. I used up, finally, my Too Faced Shadow Insurance primer. I used up my ColourPop Birthday Girl shadow. I used up my Show Me Your Cheeks blush from Elizabeth Mott. And I used up the Pearless Lip Nourisher. So, very excited. I think I've done really good progress this month. And I really do thank everybody for following me on my painting challenge. I will link in the card above on this video my previous update from last month, so you can kind of see where I've, came from progress wise. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you're doing any painting challenges, please comment down below so I can check out your channel, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Thanks. Bye.